What's up guys, my name is Meg Juma. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos from me that I will be posting every single Tuesday. So these books that I will be reviewing today, or rather I will be recommending today, are books that I really do recommend as a self-development coach. These are must-read books to help you reprogram your mind, gain a new mindset, and understand what self-development is, especially understanding your role in self-development. If you don't know, I love reviewing books, and I have this private lifestyle club on Facebook and on Instagram. It's called the High on Ambition. I do review books in the club every single month as we read them along with other members, and I share insights of books that that I highly do recommend to transform your life. It's a highly resourceful platform, so you don't want to miss, and please, you can follow it on Instagram. I will link it below for you guys to be able to be part of it. This is specifically for driven, ambitious women. If you're someone who has big dreams and you want to work on yourself to help you cover the gap that you have between your ability and your ambitions, that group is for you. So I will highly link it, and I do recommend it for all the ladies who are very ambitious. Okay, I will go straight into the 5 books so that it can be as brief as possible. So I will start with one of the books that I read really beginning of my self-development journey, which is called The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen. Vishen is an amazing author. He really explains what self-development is. He really puts it very simple for you to understand how your mind operates, for you to understand practices that you can implement like immediately to be able to start your self-development journey. Vishen is very amazing. He goes on how you can use your mind to go beyond the ordinary life, how you can cultivate a new life using meditation, simple practices like journaling, forgiving. He really puts self-development in a lighter note, and I would highly recommend this book for anyone starting their self-development journey. My second book will be on how to transform your mindset, which is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. This book is highly recommended. It's an old book, but it's very simple English. It's not conk, but it's a book that will help you to understand how your mind operates. It helps you to understand your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, and how you can leverage your subconscious mind to your advantage. And your mind is split into 2. The conscious, which is now the reasoning brain, and the subconscious, which is quite the non-reasoning brain. It's more connected to your soul, it's more connected to the universe, and it's the part of you rather that some of us do call it your soul. Actually, our blueprints of life are stored in our subconscious mind. The way we operate, the way we talk, these are files all stored in our subconscious mind. We pick these files when we're young babies, and then we store them in the mind, and we use them as standards of operation. So you will always produce according to your blueprint. And unless you reprogram your subconscious mind, you will never know how to produce in a different way, because you will be using the old files, and you'll always be finding you have this gap between what you want and how you're living. So this will really explain how you can use your subconscious mind to your advantage. I highly recommend this book a lot. This is the third book that I will recommend. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big by David. Guys, when I read this book, I was so annoyed with myself. I was totally annoyed with myself, because this book gets to explain the reason you don't have what you have is because you don't believe you deserve it. It's because you don't believe it's for someone like you. This book just explains and teaches you how you have been playing so small all your life. It just explains to you how you're the one who is not going out for it. It's all there, but you just don't believe that you deserve it. You're just lazy. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to take the responsibility. You don't see yourself in a bigger way, and unless you believe you deserve a good life, you'll never get a good life. This book just has a lot of examples that will help you see how you've really been playing small, and my biggest takeaway was you will get what you believe you deserve. I love this book a lot, and I highly recommend it. In fact, maybe you should start with this before even reading any other book. Then the fourth one, if you have watched my video about Get to Know Me, I highly recommend this book as my favorite book, which is called The 5 a.m. Club. Guys, the reason I do recommend this book again and say this is a must read in 2020, this book will teach you about routines, luck, self-development, quality life, performance. This is the book that will teach you on how you can really work on yourself and use everything to your advantage to get to your goals. I highly recommend this book, and guys, I love Robin Sharma's work. this book is amazing. It's quite chunky, but trust me, you're gonna love it. It's my reference book. Every single time that I want to upgrade myself, I really go back to it and I read it more than once. And I have it also on Audible. This is just a highly recommended book. Actually, you don't have to have the copies of all this book. You can always use Audible. Audible is a program that you get to pay on a monthly basis, $10, and you get one free book every single month, and it's just amazing. You get to listen to books. If you're a beginner who's starting your self-development journey, I would recommend starting by Audible. Actually, they always give a 1 month free to newbies, so you can check them out. Audible is a highly recommended. It just makes reading simpler. Before you get in the culture, before you understand, and you can read it when you're doing other activities. If you don't have time, you can read it on your commute. It's a really good tool to start your self-development journey. You don't have to buy all books, and you can also go for Kindle and read them in soft copies. You don't have to carry the hard books everywhere, but I myself prefer reading hard books, or rather hard copies, because of underlining. So the last book that I would recommend is a recent read. It's called Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. I love this book so much because, guys, this book just teaches us how we are our own worst enemy, how we sabotage success for ourselves, how we go against ourselves, how the ego just messes it up for us. It just shows us how we can really mess it up for our own selves. This book is highly written for ambitious people. Actually, he writes it that. Let me just read at the back. It says it wrecked the careers of promising young geniuses. So it will definitely teach you how ego can wreck your career, and you will be so humbled after reading this book. You will understand most of the things you have been doing. This book actually gets to explain how you can really start as an ambitious person, but end up taking things that don't even make sense to you, all because of ego. We end up compromising on our values and things that just get us on a totally different direction, as much as our intentions are very good. The very things that you had as your advantage can be the very things that work against you if you don't know how to control it, if you don't know how to tame your ego. So I highly recommend this book, and I will say these books, if you do read these books, your 2020 is gonna be different. You're not gonna end 2020 as the same person who started it. I will not recommend these books to you guys if I didn't know the power that these books have. Just by reading these books, you will have a totally different lifestyle. Reading is one of the practices that I highly recommend as a self-development consultant, and it's one of the ways that you can really use to bring in new information in your life and level up your life every single time. Practice the culture of reading, and you can read along with us on the High on Ambition Club, and don't get bored reading. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will definitely do another video if you guys want to see top 5 books on business, work related. I can be able to review these books for you guys, but in the meantime, we are reading a book, and you can follow us along on the High on Ambition platform, and you will be able to read with us a book, and I will review it again for you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. I highly do appreciate all your support. Share this video with a friend. Let's transform our minds this 2020, and let's get it together, because we can. See you guys.